Well, we did it. 10,000 packs. 10,000 booster packs of Pokemon cards. That is the goal that we set, I don't know why, a month and a half ago. I really just wanted to do something big, do something special. And now it is in the hands of USPS and UPS. This took a lot of work. I'm going to talk more about it in a minute here, but this took a lot of work, a lot more work, I think, than I anticipated. But here we are. It's Saturday. I don't even know what day it is. The 22nd of November. The giveaway itself, the event is happening on November 28th, which is Black Friday, so the day after Thanksgiving. We wanted to do it at local game stores, places that have leagues, and we wanted to do it on a day where kids didn't have school. That was important because obviously they can't open up free packs of Pokemon cards if they're in school. So everything came a little bit later. Everything took a little bit longer. I had to rip open all the sleeve boosters and all the booster bundles, and some came in like 3-pack blisters or check lanes. Like those all had to be broken down, and 10,000 packs is a lot. So it took me a really long time, and then to count everything up because I wanted to divide the packs equally amongst the stores that I'm sending them to. So now we're hoping. It was expensive to ship. I had to do 2-day priority for a lot of them, and then actually overnight for some of them, just to make sure they arrived in time, and then we get a little bit of a buffer. So hopefully everything arrives in time. I've got a little bit of a buffer. Just needs to get there by Wednesday at the latest. But 10,000 booster packs of Pokemon cards that are going to be given away to kids to open. Let's go. So obviously this isn't 10,000 packs of Phantasmal Flames. This actually is only like 3,000. I didn't have the idea to record anything until I got down to the last couple of stores that I needed to ship out to. So there was already a couple stores that started, not to mention the fact that one of the stores is located in Seattle. One of them is located in Portland. I'm in Wisconsin, and I needed to get all of these shipped out as quickly as possible. So that way the event, which takes place on Friday, November 28th, they would have everything in time for. So I wanted to get out those ones that are a little bit further away earlier, which is why also there's only like 3,000 here, because I wanted to get like 1,200 to 1,500 packs out to each store. And then I am taking 1,500 booster packs myself to a local store in like the Milwaukee, Wauwatosa area for Wisconsin called the Poke Shop. If you want to go to one of these and see what stores might be somewhat in your area, there is a link in the description for this Cards for Kids website that my friend Matt, huge shout out to Matt, kind of put together real quickly just to kind of showcase what stores, their addresses, and that way you can follow them, maybe reach out to them, see what they all have planned for Black Friday. We wanted to do this at stores that also had leagues, so that way maybe we could entice some of the younger generation to learn how to play the game. And it's kind of up to the store then to record content, so that way we can put some positive vibes out throughout the community, make it a fun experience. And we're just providing some packs and then also providing some advertisement to showcase this awesome cause where we're kind of giving back to the kids who are struggling to find cards so much. It's just not easy out there right now, and it probably won't be easy for a little bit yet, especially with school back in session now. A lot of parents obviously work on Fridays or work on release days of new sets, and kids are in school, so the idea of waiting a few hours in line just really isn't likely. And yeah, there's other restocks and things like that, but as far as the norm goes, and there are some people who make experiences out of that, I understand that, but as far as the norm goes, it's just not easy for the average kid to be able to get just a few packs of Pokemon cards to be able to open up and kind of continue that excitement throughout the throughout the entire hobby. So this is something new that we're trying, and there's only 7 stores that we are working with for this drop. But the idea is kind of as long as this goes well, we're going to expand this and move it into. I've already got a couple stores lined up that I'm going to work with in December to do something in December where we give out some more, just this whole Cards for Kids campaign, and then hopefully continue outreach to hospitals, to children's groups, school groups, Pokemon clubs, and things like that. And then every month just kind of showcase a way that we are able to give back to the younger generation, the people, the kids who are the future of Pokemon. And like I said, I wanted to do it for this specific one to encourage people to go to their local league and hopefully maybe learn the game a little bit, but also meet some wonderful people in their community. Maybe they have trade days or something like that these stores can kind of introduce, and each store is going to be different, obviously. So like I said, there will be a link in the description. We have a store, like I said, in Washington, Tabletop Village. Then we have a store out in Utah with Kayfabe. I believe they're right outside of Portland. We've got Rip and Ship Gaming, which is in New York. We've got Player One Services that is participating. We've got Full Grip Games, which I believe is like in Ohio, but like on the border of, like, I think it's like on the border of, no, Full Grip Games is in Akron, which is closer to like Pittsburgh, not too far of a drive from Michigan, so it's kind of closer to the East Coast. And then we've got No Limit Gaming. I believe they are in Kettering, Ohio, which is kind of close to Indiana, like a couple hours from Indianapolis. And I don't expect anybody to drive a couple hours to get a few free packs, and I understand that it's not going to be easy for everybody, and there was only so many stores that I could work with. I really wish there was more, but I also wanted to make sure that I was providing each store with an ample pack size. When I originally thought of this idea, I was walking around at Card Party in Seattle, which was a ton of fun, and I got to meet all these wonderful people in the hobby, and I had some families that came up to me and talked about, just how much they love the hobby and how much their kids love the hobby, and the kids were talking about how difficult it is just to find packs. And you're at Card Party, which is a fantastic time. It's a lot of fun, and you're filled with vendors all over the place. There's like 500 vendor tables, and this was right after the release of Mega Evolution, and Mega Evolution was in stock at these vendor tables, but every single place was selling for, above MSRP. They were selling for whatever the market price was, or very close to the market price was, for a multitude of reasons. Number one, if they would have sold for MSRP, they probably would have sold out on release day. Number two, a lot of the stores that were there, a lot of the vendors that are out there are probably not, they don't have distribution, so they're not getting product at wholesale. So it's difficult for a lot of families who are already spending money going to the event on entrance fees to get into the ticketed event, and then also travel, hotel costs, and things like that. So just being able to do something like that is really cool. But then when they go home and not having access to really be able to find any packs to continue that passion is difficult. So I was listening to people talk about how difficult it was, and I understand that. But as somebody who has access to distribution and gets basically the same amount of packs every single set release, it's something where I have to make sure that I'm careful, and I need to make sure that I can understand where other people are coming from in this hobby space right now, because for me, it's not something I really have to experience. I don't have to wait in restock lines, and I did do a lot of work to get to that point, but at the same time, it's not fair for people who recently got into the hobby, or maybe people who got into the hobby a few years ago, or maybe even people who have been in the hobby for a really long time and have always had easy access to cards, that are really struggling right now to find anything. So this was kind of a way where we were able to give a little bit back. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, 1,000 packs sounds great. I can definitely do 1,000 packs, but what if I can do something bigger? What if I can do 1,000 packs per store? What if I can utilize different stores throughout the country? And I kind of stumbled upon the idea of doing 10,000 packs of Phantasmal Flames. I don't think we got 10,000 packs of Phantasmal. I think we got 9,000 of Phantasmal, and then there's like 1,000 of some mix sets. So some stores that donated packs couldn't really do Phantasmal Flames, but they did give Temporal Forces, or maybe a little bit of Paradox Rift, or a little bit of Mega Evolution. So we have 9,000 packs of Phantasmal Flames going out, and then like 1,000 packs of a few other sets as well. And I tried to split those up as easily, or as best as I could, so that way still the majority of each store is getting, the majority of it is going to be the new set Phantasmal Flames, and then they might have like 100 packs of, or 150, maybe 200 packs of like these other sets, so that way they can still disperse things evenly and fairly. And then the whole idea behind it all was to create this experience for each store. So I was talking to Andrew Mahone for Full Grip, who's a fantastic content creator and Pokemon card player and wonderful guy in the hobby, and what he can do to kind of advertise the event. And really, it's just about creating fun experiences. I'm not even really worried too much about the content side of things. That's not what this is about. This is more about getting packs into the hands of kids and and having them enjoy the experience and seeing that the hobby can still be a lot of fun. So that's kind of what we're trying to capture here at each place. So it's kind of on the store to make it a fun experience, which is going to be tough, right? Like there's only so much that I can do from Wisconsin on my end. Like I can help out the store that I'm going to and make sure that we have a fun experience and that we try and capture that. And then I want to put together a montage, video where this kind of floats out there, where people can see all these kids kind of having fun, and hopefully that sparks an energy as we move into 2026, as we move into the 30th anniversary of people really wanting to give back and help kids get cards, where it's not only focused on the money side of things. And I understand there's other people besides just kids who are having trouble getting Pokemon cards. I get that. But we want to try and just start here and expand this as much as we can. And for the longest time, I was sitting there racking my brain trying to figure out what I could do, and then eventually it just kind of clicked that it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter what I do. I just need to do something. I just need to try something, and if it works, we'll expand off of it. And if it fails, we'll revisit it and try something new or try something different. So this is just kind of the start. We've got 7 stores that we're working with for this one. There's a couple stores that we're working with for the mid-December push, and then moving into 2026, we're going to open it up more to Pokemon clubs and different groups and hospitals and places like that, where we try and get, a few thousand booster packs every single month. And I'm going to keep working with different store owners. And I do want to shout out everybody who has been helpful with this. So like, I personally donated over 1,000 packs of Phantasmal Flames. And then I was talking to other store owners as well. So Ned is a good friend who runs, it's kind of just an online LGS himself. Huge shout out to Ned for helping out. And then Troll and Toad, I reached out to Troll and Toad, which is a really large online store, and they came through clutch with over 1,000 packs that they donated. And then Player One Services, which is one of the stores that's hosting, they came in with 1,000 packs. Rip and Ship is another big store that's hosting out in New York. Huge shout out to Rip and Ship Games. And these, like, you can find these in the description down below. They came through with 1,000 packs, and then Collector came through with a nice donation to help me purchase some additional packs. So huge shout out to Collector. There's a lot of brands and stores that I reached out to, and right now it is difficult. I cannot tell you how many stores I called or emailed or messaged or just tried to talk to. It was crazy. This has been a lot of work to try and get to that 10,000 booster pack goal, and a lot of times it was rejection, unfortunately, which comes with it, but there's just not enough packs to go around. And then I do have to shout out alll distributors as well. I reached out to every single distributor in the United States, every single one. And I don't work with every distributor in the United States. There's only a few that I have really strong relationships with, that I work with to order product that, we've been in business since 2015. And it's like I've established good relationship with distribution. I got ignored by every single one, or rejected. There was only maybe 3 or 4 that actually got back to me, and they rejected me, which is fine. Honestly, like, I didn't expect to get anything out of talking to them. They have accounts. They're a business. They have accounts that they need to. They need to make sure that they hit in service. I do know for a fact that some distros hold back product for a multitude of reasons. Number one, just in case there's any problem in transit, where there's times where they're shipping pallets of booster boxes and pallets of product to stores. And unfortunately, there's things that happen, where a pallet jack drives through a case of booster boxes, and those stores are going to want those packs replaced. And the freight company can handle like the claim process, but they don't have Pokemon cards in stock. So ultimately it's on the distro to get the claim moving and then get those packs replaced. So they're going to hold on to some product to get back, to make sure that they hit the allocations that they promised. And then I do know there's some distros who hold back products so that way they can sell them at higher prices. It's unfortunate, but it is right now the state of the hobby that we're in. But every single distro said they weren't going to be able to help, except for alll. Wonderful company came through, and I talked to the owner, and they told me, this is really important to me too. I love the idea of helping, and they sent me a bunch of packs that I was able to then get into the hands of some kids to open up, which is amazing. So I wanted to drop the information. This is going to happen on Black Friday. for this drop, this event. I wanted to do it on a day where kids were off of school, where people would have the opportunity where they're out and about anyways. Maybe they can fit this into their schedule. Every store is going to be different as far as what they do. But ultimately, it's going to be the same thing where they hand out booster packs of Phantasmal Flames to kids to open up. The packs have to be opened up in store. They probably will be doing other events the same day, maybe at certain times. So like me personally, I'm going to the Poke Shop, which is located in Milwaukee, right next to Mayfair Mall. And I'm going to be there right when they open up at 11, and I'm going to hand out packs and hopefully bring a trade binder and maybe bring a deck and just kind of hang out with everybody, whoever wants to just chill and enjoy Pokemon. And kids, I think it's 16 and under is what we came up with. We'll each get a few packs while supplies last. Like I said, 10,000 packs, like 1,000 packs is fine, but in my mind, that was only a couple hundred kids, 250 kids maybe, if we're doing 4 packs per kid. Like 250 kids is great, but it's not enough. Like I always just think I want to do more. 10,000 packs is like 2,500 kids. That's a lot of kids that we can help get packs to. And if it starts the process, then it could be a huge win. Which is kind of what this ultimate goal is from all of this. So every store, there's going to be some sort of content recorded. It's not going to be a lot, just a way to capture the experience a little bit that hopefully we can put together in some kind of montage to kind of put out there and expand the reach of how exciting this is and how much excitement this generates. And hopefully it turns into something bigger. Hopefully it grows bigger, and there's going to be a lot of hiccups. There's already been a lot of hiccups with packs getting late, and packs obviously all need to be broken down, and commitments not being fulfilled by some stores, and there's always going to be hiccups. But I think we've done really well for this first portion. And I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And I'm really excited to kind of grow from this and keep moving forward to this. So the link will be in the description down below. I do apologize for all the states. Like there's going to be a lot of comments, I'm sure, of places where it's not in your area. And I'm sorry. Like we're going to try and get to every area that we can, more down south, more, maybe like Southern California, like hit every coast. I know one of the stores that I'm working with in the middle of December is in Florida. So that'll help out the Florida group, where we hit the Southwest a little bit more. And by Southwest, I mean Southeast. And we'll just keep going from there. So hoping to try and make this as far as we possibly can. And hopefully there'll be other, or creators or stores or groups that want to continue this and help out, and it turns into something bigger. But I wanted to put out a video just to kind of go over what is going to happen. Like I said, it's going to be Friday, day after Thanksgiving. The stores are going to be listed in a link down below. So if there's one that's, somewhat close to you, I hope you can go reach out to the store, maybe check their socials. They should have an advertisement up, if not already, very soon to kind of talk about what they're doing. And then hopefully some kids will be able to pull some cool cards. And if not, at least get some cool packs and start, maybe their Phantasmal Flames Master Set, or start, a deck for learn to play competitively, just kind of capture the experience. That's what this is all about. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for all your support. This started out really as just an idea, and it's grown into this wonderful thing that I hope we can continue. And that's really because of you guys and the support that you've given me. So thank you so much. I love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow with a normal video. Until next time, peace.